Last time on the Great Ace Attorney 2.
Would seem that the key player in this case has just arrived.
Who is it?
A poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Who, sir, are you?
William Shamspeare, my lord. I am the victim.
I'm curious to discover what the court shall hear from the victim himself.
Happy am I, Shamspeare, to regale thee with my tale of woe, my lord.
You sound different since being poisoned. What's it done to your
Yes,
voice?
well, 'twas the tea alone did pass my lips that late hour, not else.
I was outside this bloke's window in the freezing cold all night, keeping an eye on his room. No one else visited his room but that short little round-backed Eastern fella.
Wait, what did you say?
Nothing.
You were keeping an eye on Mr Shamspeare's room all night?
No.
Well, I'm quite partial to Greco-Roman
That's right.
Roman wrestling.
Of course. The bloke's window is all but blocked up, innit? But there's a
That's a
little
bit
gap in
creepy.
the bricks where you can see into the room, so I spent the night trying to keep my teeth from chattering as I peered in through that.
You say a short little round-backed Eastern fella. You say a short little round-backed Eastern fella. So you can't be short, was the defendant then?
Have you got to take the mickey out of my voice while you recite my words? Well, of course, it's only a narrow gap and it was quite dark, so I didn't notice the moustache. All I noticed was the beautiful woman who was in the room with him.
Oh.
And when the person you saw arrived, did he and Mr Shamspeare drink tea together?
Ah, sorry, I couldn't say.
Why not?
Because I couldn't see into the room all that well, could I? But what I did see was the silhouette of that little round-backed fella wearing a pretty dress. Then the pair of them started some kind of wrestling match. I tell you, I didn't know what to make of it.
Oh dear.
Neither do the rest of us.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disillusion Plays The Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
Before we hop on in, I'm Taylor.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Sarah.
Nice.
Cool. And just as a little reminder, if you do like what we do, why don't you go ahead and leave a like, hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see our future content, and ring the bell to receive notifications about when that gets posted. And also, feel free to leave a comment, as we do like to see them and interact with you all.
Yeah.
And now,
Interact.
how many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury, then?
Well, I don't know about gentlemen, but I'm a very gentle woman, I'll have you know.
She's a modern woman.
Do
As
you mind? That is my
established.
character, not yours.
Sorry, I just
You
wanted
keep your nose out.
I just wanted
You
to...
just wanted to do a Welsh accent, didn't you?
No, I just was like... I don't know about
Oh.
gentlemen, but that woman over there looks very gentle.
Oh,
See, that's
right, sir. I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said.
I'm sorry,
you-
what was
I-
that?
I hope you don't forget it, because I certainly have. Oh, right, the idea that he'll change his opinion if evidence is presented.
Yeah.
Yes, if you'll show me that the victim's a liar, I'll reconsider my position.
Hold it! Are you saying you believe the man to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid? Well, thank you.
No, that's not what I said. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie? And yes, he's rather splendid.
Well, thank you again. So you say, yet again.
I am endlessly amused by you adopting the look at me voice for this guy, because again I remember the first week. Oh yes, it was Shamspeare. I am but a pauper actor or whatever. Oh yes, it's me. Oh,
Maybe
yes.
he was acting.
This is
Oh.
my
Yes.
normal voice. Yes.
I am
of
an
course.
Moderating my voice is one of my many talents. You'll see.
As an ace actor.
Oh
As
my
an ace
goodness, I do
actor.
love his voice. It really gives me shivers. Oh. Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously. It's exhausting to look at him.
I mean, it is exhausting because he's just like, oh,
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's exhausting, like, voicing him, honestly.
Yeah, I can
It's
imagine.
like-
I'm afraid he's not splendid at all.
Like, I'm kind of hoping he won't be too prominent, considering it's a little bit late while we're recording this episode, and our
Yeah,
neighbours
so these
not.
Narrator's note, he would in fact be prominent.
So I do feel a little sorry for our neighbour at times.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Splendid logic there, madam. Thank you so
You know, I
much.
heard that, you know. I should watch your tongue if I was you, young man. Respect your elders.
Just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese, stoops all the while, and has a mustache. Very fishy.
I mean, yeah, moustaches.
As I said before, the British people in this time frame were very racist.
Hold it! No, not one of those things is a reason to find a man guilty. But he is fishy. There's no point dancing around the fact. He's Japanese, he has a mustache, and he stoops. You see, you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps. Like a waltz, in fact.
So has that got to do with anything, you
What
fool?
the frick?
Are you asking me to dance?
You
'Cause
deluded
right now, I
old-
don't
Your
think
Honor,
it's the time.
Your Honor, I would like to request that juror number 3 be removed from the board, please.
His opinion is somewhat biased.
I'm afraid the request has been denied, Counsel.
Oh, bother.
Worth a try.
You know, the more I think about it, the more this trial seems like a dance. I'm turning into Nash all of a sudden. You seem to be several steps ahead of yourself, though. And you're on the wrong foot.
Bush.
No, there's nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt. But the victim's version of events is backed up by what the big chin man next to him says, isn't it?
Oh, what are you talking about? Don't you drag me into this.
1, he saw the Japanese man there. 2, he saw no one else. And 3, he saw the Japanese man there. Oh. That's another 3 steps. All this really does seem more and more like a waltz, doesn't it? No!
Are you completely off your tree, young man?
Complete buffoon.
Right, and the prosecution will waltz its way to victory if I let you speak much more. Idiots.
See, her eyes are full of Mako, you see. That's where that
I
sort
was
of
just saying, yeah.
that sort of greeny
She's
blue
a soldier.
colour. She is a first soldier.
Soldier first class.
Hold it!
That's the one, sorry, yes.
A fraudsman? What do you mean by that, madam?
It really is a most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating. We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence. We can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued.
I noticed the emphasis on the hard evidence there, Sarah.
I don't know what you mean.
I wonder why. Like, there's a bit of emphasis
That-
on the hard.
That, quite frankly, darling, sounds like slander.
Speaking of being sued.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, you've lost me a little there. Who are you?
I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of Altamont Gas Company.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Good gracious. Altamont gas, you say?
I would
Oh,
say,
gee, I wonder if that's going to be relevant because of the coin-operated gas machine that's inside of the tenement. No, surely that wouldn't be a thing that happens in my Ace Attorney game.
I mean, I'm smelling a conflict of interest here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not the gas.
No,
Yeah. Yeah.
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe. But proper handling is essential.
Oh, Sarah, you again. Naughty.
I don't know
You
what
stop
you mean,
it.
darling. It's just my emphasis and
My
dramatic
emphasis.
pause. As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office would be the first to agree.
Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Gotta be used properly. Altamont gas is the gas. Altamont gas is the best in the world, of course.
brown nose.
How dare you, madam? I live to
I
serve.
think we may have solved the mystery of the bow from earlier.
Bow? Oh, the bow?
Is it bow?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
bow.
think- yeah, it's
Mystery
all
of
right
the
because I
bow.
didn't know if it was bow.
He
bow.
bowed to her, yeah.
That's fine.
Right.
Okay, it's all right. I can't remember on what
No,
happened
me neither.
last time, so it's like, was it the context of bow or is it bow?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. He bowed. If only. Well,
I
now
didn't
look what you've gone and done.
Sorry, did you forget? Did you not say Mr. Naruhodo? You said everything else, didn't you?
I don't think. Oh, sorry, Mr. Naruhodo.
There you go, now you're finished. There you go.
Right. He bowed in deference to his employer's wife, did he? So would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Metermann was watching what Mr. Shamspeare was up to in his room?
I'm afraid that there's no end to the lengths the population of the East End will go in order to steal our gas.
Gas. You're doing it.
I'm doing a bit now.
Oh, gas.
So I
Ghastly
really
gas.
have no choice when the company identifies somebody as a possible fraudster, but to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night. We're very thorough with our investigations.
So you mean Mr. Shamspeare is...
I wouldn't come out and say it in public. Finish that sentence with a grubby little gas thief.
Gas. Oh, so she has. is she like a wasp?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, she'll be like,
She's
yeah.
also got the
Or the queen bee?
umbrella.
Sorry, Sarah, I didn't mean to
It's okay.
steal it.
I was going to say queen bee. but
She's
yeah.
the queen bee or a wasp.
But, like, it does look like a stinger, though, with the umbrella.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. Well, again, and
She's got an umbrella.
Oh,
and of course, Meterman's bag's like the bee abdomen.
Well, he looks like,
stripy
yeah,
abdomen.
because when he bends over, he looks like and then his, like, scarf looks like two little wings.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, he's got a neckerchief, but it, like, sticks up. And I just imagined it being, like, two little wings.
Yeah, that's probably.
You
that's
mean
probably
a necker beef?
Necker beef.
Necker beef?
He's changing everything to bee.
Oh, I. Oh, okay.
No, not the bees.
Okay. No, not the
You
bees.
have
They're in my
Notice
eyes.
the public gallery in here, have you? The eye of man hath not heard.
For God's sake.
The ear of man hath not seen.
I'm just thinking back to when you did the bit with, like, Soseki now, like, your voice seems to have changed since you've been poisoned.
I just think it's really funny because his face, he looks like this meek, like ooh, and it's like the eye of man hath not heard.
I love it. I think it's great.
It doesn't look like that voice would come from him. It's just funny. It's just,
Darling,
Many
it's called
surprises may
Oh,
come
no.
from unexpected packaging.
no, I know. It's just funny.
Faith, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin?
Fuck's sake. Damn it! There's a gavel.
Oi, oi, oi! What was that now, Mr. So-and-so?
It's because you're also
You
doing the
have to
dirty
go
words.
on the notice step for that one.
Well, it wouldn't be right if there wasn't at least one gavel per episode, would it?
Well, sometimes we do all right. Sometimes there's no gavel.
No.
But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels in song.
We may not have evidence yet, but my workers won't stop buzzing around until they find it.
Buzzing around you.
To be
Specifically.
or not to be? That is the question.
And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in an Altamont gas explosion.
Oh, she said gas.
Judge, not to cast aspersions or anything, but you just kind of sound like you just threatened a dude right now. Like I just...
Be careful, darling. You don't want to get stung.
It's like, you know, this This gas does sound very interesting. This
So
brochure
Mr
is
Shamspeare
very
has been stealing gas.
No, God's sake.
I love how it's called gas.
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 It's not gas.
I know it's not.
I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement. Oh, and now we need to pit her against Mr. Fairplay.
What?
My pleasure. Was it the bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed?
A little before the part about abject violence, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, disappointing. Yes, of course.
This could be it.
Oh my
This
God.
could shift the balance.
Chandler over there.
Aha! You've done it again!
I did not. I said frickin'.
Oh,
I said
Okay,
fricking.
like
I said fricking Chandler over there. Could this be it? Oh, dude. No. I did not do the. I did not do the thing.
Nope.
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go through the rest of them. I know.
Okay.
I know we need to do the other two. Like pit those
Hold
two.
it! You keep talking about needing to take home some money. What's that all about, sir? Well, you'll find that people often need to exchange money for goods and services that are typically required for survival, such as food, water, and shelter. So it's not really that much of a mystery. Finish last, that's what it's about. What's that?
His wife is from Finland, I guess.
I get. I'm talking about the Derby at Hyde Park, aren't I?
Oh, okay.
It was the Queen's Cup last week, wasn't it?
It's a horse race.
Derby?
Horse racing.
Isn't that a hat? It was a dead cert, that's the thing. I couldn't lose. So I took my wife's secret savings,
Sorry. Secret savings? Oh dear. That's not good.
But then that hopeless old mare went and did the unthinkable. Oh, that stupid finished last.
Oh dear, I think someone's going to be sitting in the bottom of the Thames with a brick round his ankle. Oh dear, I think it's clear what happened, isn't it?
This is the day the missus uses her savings for a trip down the pub.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So come on! Let this business lie now! Just give it up! Or you're gonna have to solve another murder! No! That's not going to happen!
You made your bed, you lied it.
3 hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know. Nothing at
B
all.
hours of missing time?
Oh, gosh, I pressed the wrong button.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go with this
Thank
now.
you, Susanna, for reminding us, as Pete seems to have forgotten.
I thank you, but I haven't said anything yet.
You deserve that, Taylor. Choking on your drink.
The key to summation examinations is identifying contradictions between jurors' statements, Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm sorry, did you say the B to the situation?
Mr. Naruhodo, if you don't get B's off the brain, I'm going to hit you across the head.
You're going to you will be very swiftly receiving a Susato takedown.
You will be very sorry indeed.
Oh! Right, and once I found 2 jurors whose statements can't coexist, I need to pit those jurors against each other.
Round one, fight!
Susato being like, you'd better not do it again, but you will be sorry. Perpetuating it, I don't know. Oh dear. It's just funny hearing Susato do that because she's so straight-laced, like so serious, but then she had to sneak one in. She just couldn't help herself.
Then hopefully, when they be that what they're saying doesn't make sense, they'll change their leaning.
Oh, when they be what they're saying, that's not...
Yes, and if you're able to change the minds of a majority of the jurors, the trial will continue. But conversely, if you're unable to do that, the judge will declare the trial over and move to adjudication.
And I can't let that happen.
I can't let that be!
Somehow or another. I have to turn this trial around.
I'll stop now.
No.
I'll see myself.
What are you even doing?
I'll be myself out.
Oh my god. Right. Nothing at all. Right, press.
Hold it!
Oh, dear.
What do you really mean by that, sir?
Oh, I don't
Well,
know, really. I just threw it in.
I'm not one to boast, but I get up at 5 every morning.
Why?
I do.
Why? At 5? You're a really... It's like 5 in the afternoon. At 5? You're a really early riser then, aren't you?
Huh? What's that now?
I said you're an early riser!
No, I don't wear a visor. Oh, well, I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I like to while away the hours in the evening reading books as well. But by about 2 in the morning, I'm usually too tired to go on.
Oh, does he? maybe you're right.
It
Maybe-
is 5 p.m.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
you're-
it is. I think it is.
He sleeps at 2 in the morning and gets up at 5. Oh my! That means he only has 3 hours of sleep each night.
What's that, dear?
Only 3 hours of sleep each night.
The block calves.
I can't shout.
That's right, you see. 3 hours of missing time. Like I said, it's not much, is it?
Oh, this really isn't helping. Also, sir, you really need to see a doctor.
I am one last I saw.
Right. Right. Well, no, remember, this is in the past. He hasn't yet become a surgeon.
It could be his side gig.
So we're pitting him against Miss Quinby here.
Yes,
Yes.
Mrs. Beeley.
Objection! Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
How dare you, sir? Good gracious. To whose statements do you refer, counsel?
I literally put the spotlight on them. Juror number 1.
Oh, yes. I'm glad to see that you're familiar with the workings of the spotlights, Mr.
I am
Mr.
so
Naruhodo.
glad I installed them the other day.
Yes. Such a compelling feature of the courtroom, is it not? Oh, Hurley!
Hurley, have you been messing around the Old Bailey again?
Oh, no. Oh, goodness, I'd best be on my way.
Where have those spotlights gone that I was going to use for my next invention?
Oh,
You
who
wouldn't
knows?
happen to know, would you?
Honestly, I haven't a clue, my dear.
I'm sure.
Hey? Hey? What are you yelling about, lad?
I presume you've heard from juror number 4's statement made by the wife oh my goodness. I presume you've heard juror number 4's statement made by the wife of the owner of Altamont Gas.
Well, yeah. Well, yes.
The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man.
My God, will you stop, man? For goodness
This is
sake.
insufferable.
Honestly, this is getting quite out of hand.
Oh,
You
smug.
couldn't be more wrong. In fact, turns out to be a common thief.
For goodness sake, you Nipponese cretin.
Oh, don't you, Stas.
So the good lady says, but there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much.
It's true. We don't have any evidence as such. Just yet. But the claims aren't baseless, you know.
What?
You heard me. Seeing as his operation has already been compromised. I would suggest that the court hears testimony from our East End branch office employee over there.
I'll do whatever you say, my lady. Gasman's
Oh,
honour.
I know you will. Otherwise, you'll be under my boot once again.
Oh, my God. Well, not too hard, please.
Juror number 1, you say you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shamspeare was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt.
Oh, but I... Yes, I did say that. And as a man of honor, I'll hold to it, as I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will.
Me? Oh, well, yes. Now that we've found out the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further.
Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying.
Of course.
So, if this means you'll recap a few points, that would suit me down to the ground.
Oh no, I'm not having any part of this. I want this trial over and done with.
Come on now, don't be a party pooper.
In that case, I shall change my leaning.
Wow, that was easy. Just need juror number 1. Oh, sorry.
That
so,
is you,
yeah,
dear.
oh, yeah.
So, Mr. William Shamspeare, if that is your real name, we of the jury demand to know exactly what kind of a man you really are.
Oh, the judge. You're so done.
Well, I was really hoping that I'd be able to go home for tea. The wife's making a splendid dinner.
That's 4 jurors. 4 for not guilty.
Yes, Mr. Odo. Victory!
Ow! Why are you punching me in the face, Mr. Sato?
Oh, that's no reason. Just to make sure you don't keep using the bee puns again.
Order! Order!
That's wrong one.
Order! Order! Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defense's summation examination, the jury's leaning has changed.
Yes, that's never happened before.
Now only 2 jurors say guilty, whilst 1, 2, 3, 4 say not guilty. Fortunately, I have just enough fingers to count everybody if I exclude my thumb. I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord. I kind of wanted to make a bee pun, but I couldn't think of how to make it work. It would be like bees accord. But I...
No, you could have been, I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord.
Yes.
Objection. And order the trial to continue. Yes.
Delightful.
Oh, good.
Yeah!
Oh, dear.
You have spoilt the bouquet, Mr. Shamspeare.
Ah.
The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim.
You don't suppose that soap is like some form of solid gas, do you?
Not a clue.
Oh.
Because the thing is that gases generally tend to like remain as a gas. You know, at room temperature, I guess it would be a gas, wouldn't it? I suppose. So if the soap would have to be frozen for it to not.
Which was why it was sitting outside.
Yeah, but then the one in the house would have evaporated. Would have turned
Maybe.
back into a gas, wouldn't it? Maybe. I don't know if I'm being dumb.
Don't ask.
But you
disillusioned
gods will
boys
give
for
us-
science lessons.
Don't ask disillusioned players for straight facts. We don't know anything. We don't know shit.
But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gas man speaketh that which concerns him most, naught but gas, naught but thin air. Aye, it burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul.
Oi! What did you say? Do I take it, Mr. Shamspeare, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Prithee, they could not be more false. Most heartily, my lord, hast thou forgot? I am as a seraph, an angel. Noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart.
And then he does that phase.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
This is, yep, that's the face of a man you can trust.
Ugh! You flowery-mouthed, pompous beanpole! Just because I haven't found the evidence yet.
Why is he trying to strangle himself?
Because
I
I'm
don't know.
angry. Because I'm angry that I haven't found the
Mr.
evidence.
Shamspeare! If in fact you are not of noble mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar,
Your pants are on
then
fire.
your testimony... What?
Then your panteth are on fireth.
Then your pantaloons be aflame.
Ablaze.
Ablaze.
Then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time, no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified.
Oh.
Oh, good one, Judgy.
All testimony.
So what's his name? Freaking
Damon Gant.
Yes,
Yeah, but
Damon
it's-
Gant.
oh,
RJ,
RJ.
RJ, well done. Want to go
Good one,
swimming
RJ.
later?
Or as we lovingly refer to him as the swim guy.
No,
Swim guy.
as Taylor refers to him as the swim guy. Someone-
I just
Look,
remember
it's not
someone
my fault
commenting
that
on
was
it.
the most distinguishing feature about him.
I love that. Yeah, as I say, someone pointed out, it's like I've never had him referred to as the swim guy.
It was something like in all of my playthroughs of Ace Attorney, I've never heard Damon Gant referred to as the swim guy.
Yeah,
I can't remember
Yeah.
who it was, but
no,
it was like, oh
it was
god.
ages ago. But oh my goodness, that did tickle us just a little bit.
If you haven't watched our original Ace Attorney playthrough,
Oh god.
Then go.
I mean, it's not as good as our current playthroughs, but still...
if you'd like to suffer, then if
you'd like to see some ultimate awkwardness.
if you'd like to torture yourself with some real cringe, then you can go back and watch it. It's there.
Or leave a comment asking us to go back and play through the originals again.
I mean, I don't think we need much persuading.
No, it's just a case of it might be like 2027 when we get there.
We might be about 60 by the time we get
It might be.
We might be about 60.
Oh.
It might be 2077. In fact,
Cyberpunk.
well, maybe not cyberpunk, but it will be 20.
Better.
Maybe not cyberpunk, but it'll be like Disillusion 2077.
All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case.
Oh no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue the point further. Objection! I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas, the gas in this case are unrelated.
Juror number 4.
Yes.
Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him?
That's right, we do. Don't we, worker?
Absolutely, Lady Quinby. Gasman's honour.
Oh, Quinby.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep, Queen Bee.
They're so clever.
Wow. Taylor. I mean, I want to feel that was pretend, and then he suddenly actually died for real.
Like,
He died
Taylor?
in real life.
Taylor!
Yeah.
Taylor!
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh dear.
Very well then. We will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shamspeare, has been stealing gas. Yes, my lord. It'll be my pleasure. On the Altamont gas night.
If I may, my lord.
I hadn't finished speaking,
Quiet,
Miss Quimby.
peasant,
Okay.
or you'll feel my sting.
Oh my. Go ahead, madam.
This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take the stand alongside him in a supervisory role.
Where she'll jab him with the umbrella.
If you wouldn't mind.
She is so gonna jab him anytime he says.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, woohoo! Oh, yeah! Sweet as honey! Yeah!
I think somebody's been doing a bit of overtime, if you know what I mean.
Very well. There's an exception.
workers won't make themselves, will they?
There's an exception I shall honour your request.
Thank you, my lord.
You wait till the boss gives you an earful. Oh, it's gonna sting. You mark my words. So, you will both testify before the court on the subject of the illegal consumption of the Altamont Gas Company's fuel.
Yes. Is that clear, my good man?
Clear as Altamont gas. Clear as Altamont gas, my lady. Which is the clearest in the world.
Bit of marketing there for you.
Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Miss Susato?
I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Naruhodo.
More like employ B.
God's sake. Oh my god.
I'm proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Altamont gas meters accept threepenny bits, each coin giving customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas.
Oh, he's gorgeous. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though, and the collection agent has the only key.
Somehow he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is?
That umbrella is very close to my head, my lady.
I was thinking the same thing.
Ow!
Pray, forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice.
Oh dear.
What do you mean by that remark, Miss Lord Van Zeeks?
My
Did
name
the
is Barack Von Zeeks and I'm an alcoholic.
Did the mustachioed Nipponese poison the gangling? Wait. Did the moustache poison the gangling excuse? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
excuse for an
It's
actor.
all right. It's all right. I'm like, wait a minute. What? Did the mustachioed Nipponese poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he?
It's quite a mouthful, that one, Van Zeeks. Jesus.
That is all that should concern this court. And yet now we must listen to this abhorrence. Nyah! Clearly,
Lord Van
what's-
Zeeks, those aren't actually supposed to be single-use glasses.
they
Saves
are.
on the washing up.
Clearly, what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distance. You uncivilized imbecile.
But this could turn out to be crucial testimony. The cross-examination must go ahead.
Not if I can help it.
Oh, my eye!
The bottle is single use.
Oh, the blatant pine! Oh, God!
It's like freaking Kazuichi back there. It's like,
There's glass in my eye! What the heck, man?
I finished that bottle anyway. Do what you will.
Lord Van Zeeks appears to be in a violent mood.
The pain!
Yes, he does. an attempted poisoning, and an incidence of gas theft with no supporting evidence.
Could this be any more confusing?
It's true that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance.
Complete B unrelated?
But I wonder, the truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places.
It's time to stop!
Oh my god!
I've just killed everybody. I'm sorry.
And now we're just dying. Because
I didn't mean to kill everybody.
It started as laughter, now we're actually dying.
And the
dead
first
now.
step in uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is.
Oh my god. Who and what this man really is? Is he a wasp?
What, this man?
Wasperman.
I'm Seraph, and let none disputeth this fact.
All right then. I guess the rule here is going to be press everything.
Press everything.
Got no idea.
Press everything. Hold it! So does that mean you enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters?
That I do. Have to try to catch people when they're in. Then I ask permission to come inside and do my business, if you catch my
Well, that
meaning.
just sounds different. Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before, as well as that of Mr. Shamspeare?
Well now, interesting you should bring that up, because I couldn't believe how little money was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survived the winter is beyond me, it really is. Perhaps they wrestled together in a sort of Greco-Roman style or something.
No.
I suppose Mr. Natsume, burrows his way into his mountain of books.
Knowing Mr. Natsume, he probably spends all his gas money on books.
Yeah, see? Even she knows it.
And then, when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth.
Wow. I mean, with the amount of books that's in that room, I don't think a naked flame is a good idea.
Well,
No,
yeah,
probably not.
No. I was thinking, there's no wonder he's got no money if he's buying books and then burning them as fuel.
You will kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Metermann.
I mean, I guess in this day and age, probably burning books is probably buying the books and burning them is probably a cheaper option than paying for the bleeding gas and electric
Well,
these days.
I don't know.
It depends on what books, because if you're talking about university books, then no.
Well, no. Oh, goodness. Just buy up all the copies of, 50 Shades of Grey or something. They want burning anyway, don't
Oh
they?
yeah.
Easy fire
Maybe
starters.
Twilight for good measure.
Not much to say, really, but as you wish. Altamont gas meters, except for up in the...
Oh, he did already say that before.
Yeah, he's already.
It's alright.
Hold it!
Because the judge said,
Well, he said add it. Or
yeah, that's what I mean. I thought he was saying to, amend his statement.
Yeah.
No. So all London houses that have a gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, are they?
They're the latest model, the height of technology, developed by our company, Altamont Gas.
See, the thing is there, Mr. Japanese lawyer, is that if they didn't have a meter fitted, they'd be having free gas in there, wouldn't they? And then obviously we can't charge them for that. And
Did
we
I
obviously...
ask you?
Sorry, Mom. Please don't step on me again. Please don't use your stinger.
I'll deal with you later.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, be gentle. Ooh, it still hurts from last time.
Oh my goodness.
And anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property. Yes.
So if a 3-pence coin gives 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins in a night?
A bit more than that usually. If they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is.
Thinking about it, so Seki-san doesn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he?
Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating.
Those poor people.
Those
Poor,
peasants.
poor, pathetic peasant.
You know, I feel like using gas for heating and then lighting a bunch of candles also doesn't seem like a super wise idea, especially with all those books, but maybe I don't know what I
I
know.
mean, I'd probably think the Health and Safety Act wasn't passed back then.
So the thing about the gas lamps as well, though, is that they are contained. Like, they're in like a sort of a, I don't know, like a sort of a glass.
No, not gas
enclosed-
lamps, the gas heating.
Well, it's
Have to make sure your pipe doesn't spring a leak. I
yeah.
guess.
I'm pretty sure it's not like an open flame in the middle of the room. You know, like it tends to be sort of tucked away.
Mm.
I'm not really sure actually what the heating would be like. I don't know.
I'm not actually clear by what mechanism the gas actually heats the place.
No, I mean I know like obviously like the sort of modern houses you'd have like a boiler that would heat the water and then that would the water would sort of go
Carries it through the pipes and then the
pipes
radiant
and
warmth
into,
from that.
into radiators that would then heat the house. But back then I would presume it's similar, but I don't know. Showing how uncultured and thick we are right now.
Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
Now, I may be as thick as a whale omelette, but even I know. But even I know that radiators have to be heated somehow.
I was hoping you were going to do that.
Oh, I'm never gonna forget that quote.
That was it's a bloody good one, I have to say.
Bloody.
Yes. I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually.
And how does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company?
Every 3 days, gasmen like me visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meters of coins, like arcade machines.
I must say, the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money.
And now that I think about it, it costs quite a bit of money employing all of these imbeciles to go around and collect the coins from the meters. How thoughtless. How
But
naive.
But happily, it did put a stop to people not paying their dues. For the most part.
Ah, because they have to pay in advance, you mean?
You're still going, then?
Oh, I can go all night.
Challenge accepted, my dear. Yes, exactly right.
Oh, I see what you did there. That was a cheeky, naughty one again, wasn't it?
I don't know what you mean, darling.
Mhm. Okay.
Hold it! Out of interest, how long has this been going on?
God's sake. I saw it and was like, oh no, here we go.
Weeks and weeks! He's been pinching gas offers for ages! And you've examined the meter in Mr Shamspeare's room, I take it?
Naturally. We took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb.
Speak for yourself, Miss Quinby. I don't believe you were there.
Be careful, dear. You don't want to feel a little prick, do you?
Oh, no.
And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume.
No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced.
Wow, one customer manages to get around the system, and she decides, you know what? I'm gonna spend a whole bunch of money to make new meters for everybody. That is cutting off your nose to spite your face.
One with an indestructible lock. The Shamspeare Special.
Oh, my lady, you do honor me so. That sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of threepenny pieces.
But even after all that, the rascal's meter was still empty.
I'll never forget the humiliation. When I opened up the money box and found it bare. You what? I said, you what? And the look on his face. That smarmy smile of his. I pulled the meter straight off the wall and took it back to the office. But you know what? Nothing. Not a trace of it being shimmied open anywhere. Not a single... sign.
Careful, dear. You'll
And
do
what's
yourself a
happening
mischief.
to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what.
A life-threatening situation in a number of ways.
Much like you trying to suffocate yourself.
Incidentally, what became of that meter? What became of that meter?
He's obviously a masochist.
Nothing became of it. I still got it.
Eh?
In my pocket! Oh.
It's like,
Right here.
No wonder they call you Metermann.
I think it would be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing.
a gas meter has been entered into the court record. I guess we should examine it, shouldn't we, Taylor?
Yeah, I wonder if that red thing in the soap has anything to do with that red thing on the front.
Yeah.
Huh.
Definitely.
It's like a magnet or something.
Although at first glance, there doesn't appear to be anything unusual about it.
Let's move this along, shall we? Continue with your testimony. My wine is getting...
Sour.
yes, it's spoiling. Though I would say it has as much value as the contents of that meter. Oof! 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 Oof!
So let's examine.
Yes. Well, hang on. I want to look at the soap first. What was the...
Aha!
Yes. And we've not examined this. We've not examined.
Oh,
What is it, Mr. Naruhodo?
this bar of soap. When we first found it, I could have sworn there was some sort of round disc in this depression just here. A reddish one.
Yes, you're right. I remember it too. Now the depression is completely empty.
That's how depression usually feels, pal.
Oh.
Where could the disc have gone?
Okay.
In the meter. Most likely.
Righty-ho.
Have a
So,
look-see.
well, it's obviously that, innit?
What's underneath? Anything underneath? Oh. No? Anything underneath it? Nope.
No.
Oh, there's not.
Hole! There's a hole!
Oh, and that's where it's leaking on the floor?
Oh, what?
Have you spotted something, Mr. Naruhodo?
Just here. There's a little hole. Do you see?
Goodness, you're right. I would have noticed.
It's not a very neat hole, is it? Not professionally made, I'd say.
So, you think it might have been opened up by Mr. Shamspeare?
Possibly. It seems the people at Altamont Gas must have missed it.
Well, it certainly seems to go all the way through to the inside.
Yes, but there's no way a coin could fit through here.
That's true. But even so, it seems more like a little. It seems more than a little suspicious. What are you thinking?
I'm wondering if he's using the soap as a mold, and he's like making coin, like using a candle wax or
Oh,
something.
do you think he's making a coin and then that's what's melting
And
on
that's
the
what's
floor?
melted
It's
through
It's
so-
it.
melting through it.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh.
But obviously, it wasn't wax on the floor though, so
No, but it could be. It could just be like.
it didn't look.
Is he freezing something in it, maybe? He's putting it outside so it freezes, so some kind of liquid.
Oh, dude! Yes, that's it. That's it. That's why there's
The
soap.
wine.
Yes, maybe. Or so, yeah, or something. He's putting a liquid in it.
Yeah.
That's it puts it outside, it freezes, and then he can use it as a coin, and then it melts out of it,
Yeah.
and he just rinse repeat. That's it. Solved it. That's it. We've done it. There's no point. We might as well just quit now.
Very snaky. Interesting.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
That's a very sturdy-looking padlock, isn't it?
And the money box is sealed with beeswax too.
So if Mr. Sholmes were to get up to any mischief, he'd be found out immediately.
Mr. Naruhodo! Mischief of that kind is not the sort of thing that Mr. Sholmes would.
Oh, I beg to
You-
differ, madam.
You know you didn't finish that sentence, don't you?
Well, Anyway, it's understandable.
What, is the beeswax supposed to make it too difficult to take like an impression off?
Well,
of,
I
guess?
expect it's more that
It
once the
broke a seal, I guess.
Yes, if he breaks the seal, they'll know.
Yeah. It's understandable that the gas company would want to safeguard the money that's rightfully theirs.
But it does feel a little over the top, perhaps, doesn't it?
But it's interesting because perhaps it was the beeswax that gave him the idea in the first place about
Maybe.
making the coin
Maybe.
impression.
I would say that answer is none of your beeswax.
That is interesting, though, if that is what it is. I'm going to just do this again, just in case it... What is it? Mr. Narrowhead, this bar of soap. Could have sworn there was some... Alright, no, it's alright.
But yeah, as it's been brought inside, it will have melted.
I guess that could be a wine. Because it's not, like, necessarily clear looking. It's got
Well,
a
and the wine bottle was cracked or whatever.
I can't remember the wine bottle, if I'm honest.
He only had the one on his shelf and it was cracked, yeah.
Okay, right. Means doesn't appear to notice again.
Oh, we need to object to that and present the thing to her
Yes.
there.
No, you're dead right.
There's only one key for all of your meters.
Well, in truth, there's another key in the company vault at our main office. But even if someone had somehow managed to get hold of a key, we'd know if the coin box had been opened.
Oh? How?
I came up with a rather clever way to expose any little shenanigans as it happened.
For God's sake, the beeswax, because they're all bees.
Yeah.
It's
only just
God.
clicked.
You just figured that out?
Yes.
Would you
Taylor,
care
are you
to
keeping
explain?
the brain cushion again?
Well, now, in order to empty a meter, you have to unlock the padlock and remove the cover. But when I close the cover again, I stick a little beeswax seal on it, you see?
A seal? Like the sort of thing you'd put on an envelope, you mean?
I mean, exactly, actually. Something like that, yeah. Basically, you can't remove the cover again without breaking the seal.
Now, in the case of Mr. Shamspeare's meter, there were no coins inside at all, as I said.
Well, the seal ain't been broken either.
So that would mean Mr. Shamspeare somehow managed to steal coins from inside the meter without opening it.
Gormless face.
It would seem so, but that would be impossible.
Or so you think, madam.
I mean, we obviously know what's happening because we've already investigated, but I'm not going to tell you that yet.
Right, so. Oh, sorry. Alright, safety save, team.
Safety save.
We gotta do the safety save.
I'm pretty confident that we've got it.
I'm pretty confident as well, but safety save. We can't ruin
Just
the
in
streak.
case we've shown the picture of banana before the banana.
We're showing the banana before the picture of the banana.
Oh, the other
That's
way around,
yes,
sorry.
yes. Yeah.
Objection!
Boom.
Lady Altamont, I'm afraid to say that this meter clearly does show signs of having been tampered with.
What?
Go away! I've been over and over that thing! I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it!
In that case,
Smug.
what do you have to say about the small hole that's been made at the base of the coin box?
Hole? What?
You're right. You're quite right. There's a little hole there. The meters aren't supposed to have that. None of the others do.
In other words, we can assume that Mr. Shamspeare secretly opened up this hole himself.
Yes. I wouldn't be at all surprised. But
You
why?
wouldn't be at all surprised.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, well, why? I mean, it's tiny. You couldn't get a farthing through that.
We solved the case.
Lady Altamont, I wonder if you could give us the court some more details about your meter design.
What sort of details?
Oh, I'm sorry, B-tails. Well, what I'd specifically like to know is how it differentiates coins.
Yes.
Yes.
How does the meter tell the difference between different coins?
What do you mean?
Well, for example, if someone were to put in a 1 penny coin, that wouldn't work, presumably, would it?
And then she starts sweating.
No, of course not.
So, well, how does the meter know that the coin it's been fed is a threepenny bit?
The size of the coin.
Yeah.
It's got to be the
Gotta be the
size.
size.
Size and shape. It can't.
Ah,
'cause if
I
it-
see what you're getting at
Oh,
now.
Taylor. Because if it's the weight, that wouldn't. Our theory would be scuppered, basically.
The meter tells coins
Aha!
apart by their shape and size, which includes their thickness.
They're
thruple.
good.
I bet it does.
A threepenny bit is about 3/4 of an inch in diameter, you see. Other coins just won't fit.
Yeah, so it all fits the
Ah.
theory.
I be. It's clearly been very well thought out.
Oh my god.
Must this go on?
Counsel, if you
I told you I could go all night.
Counsel, if you are to continue in this manner, I will have to throw you out of the courtroom and declare the defendant guilty.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I'll stop now. Sorry, Your Honor.
The witness will amend her formal testimony with that information in case it is pertinent.
As you wish, my lord.
And now we present the soap.
The meter is designed for coins the exact diameter and thickness of a threepenny bit. Nothing else will fit.
Now we present the soap with the indentation.
Nope.
No,
No?
no.
Oh, no,
God
we have
dang it.
ruined our
No,
thing.
we've got ahead of ourselves.
Oh, curse.
Ah!
Slow
I guess
down,
we
boys.
have to
slow
press her
down.
on that.
So we've ruined the safety save now.
Damn it.
Oh well.
Time for a
Time for a rethink. Hold it! But conversely, then, it would seem that anything matching a 3-pence coin exactly in terms of diameter and thickness could equally well be used. Would that be true?
Would that be true?
Indeed.
Oh no.
Indeed. We're going to have to find out next time, I'm afraid. We're out of time.
Are you telling me we're going to have to wax philosophical?
I'm dying.
If you're certainly feeling the sting of this episode with the
Oh
amount
my
of bee puns
God.
that are in it.
I don't know. I think I'm feeling warm and fuzzy right now.
I feel like I'm having some sort of allergic reaction to all the bee shit right now. Gavel!
Oh, at the end as well.
Oh,
all
an
this-
ending gavel. This will not do. Wash your mouth
This
out with
cannot be.
Wash your mouth out with soap, young man.
Well,
Unfortunately.
some nice beeswax scented soap.
Oh my god. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you have managed to get through this episode
Yeah, if you happen to like bees.
and you like bees, what? I can't do this. Why don't you like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and you will be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday. And on that note, I'm going to go before Pete has an aneurysm. See you in the next one.
Be you later, everybody.
Until we're reunited, remember, we hope that your day is as sweet as honey.